fuck that thing. I hate that thing. It looks really silly, but my God. I've never seen a rat quite like this, I shouted and held the jar up high so everyone could see. I hate the look of that one. I was trying not to look at it, but I think I have to look at it, don't I? The instant they all looked in my direction, their jaws dropped open and Colin's face lit up for the first time since he'd lost his sister. Anyone? Ah! We all good? We're all good. He knew everyone finally saw that he had been telling the truth all along, and they all felt terribly ashamed for not believing him in the first place. Unfortunately, the joy of this small victory was short-lived. Oh, I'm so close to the end. For, over the next 3 days, we tried every method we could think of to kill the little wretch, but no matter what horrific thing we did, it wouldn't die. Doesn't matter, because I can escape them.
IGSFM.
Oh God, here we go.
8.7 Game Talk.
Hello, darkness.
My old friend.
I'm your host, Nick Gloom.
Had to be done, sorry.
For Nate tonight, as we dive deep into Game Talk.
Nate's never on.
Sorry about those technical issues we experienced last hour. I think Janet might have fallen asleep. For those of you that missed it, we were having an interesting discussion about game difficulty and learning curves.
Oh, here we go.
You know, Nate likes Dragons and Dungeons, but apparently I'm dumb for thinking it's too difficult. Apparently, kids can play it. So what do I know? Kind of like my work in progress, Evil Midnight.
Evil Midnight.
Which, as I mentioned earlier, if you weren't around, is going to be more of a horror game.
Yeah. We're 3 nights in here.
I'm not really sure, but I would imagine
3 hours
like
in.
That, confusing the player could be an evil tactic.
No, it couldn't.
Something like grooming them up to expect one thing, and then yank the rug out, so to speak. Anyway, I'm rambling. Hello, caller, you're on Game Talk.
Don't like the sound of that. Ah, I've got to expect the unexpected, okay. Can do.
Must have lost him. Hello, caller, you're on Game Talk. Very funny, guys. Caller, you're on Game Talk.
It's your game. Oh. Yikes. Alright, what's going to happen now? Not happy about that. What? Chapter 5. First, we tried drowning it. We even had the priest bring us holy water when water from the well didn't work. We cut off its head, but as soon as we snipped its neck, the head grew a new body, and the body grew a new head. And we got 2 of them. Oh! I hate the white ones! Then we had 2 angry Urklings in jars. It was immune to every kind of poison that we knew of. Oh my God. It could heal quickly from any cuts it sustained. We even tried squashing it flat, but it would just puff back up in a matter of a few minutes. That white one with no eyes was really scary. Oh man. By this point, the Urklings had infested every corner of the village. Just the one. Parents had to stand guard over their sleeping children. Between the stroke of midnight and the first light of dawn, they became absolutely ravenous. Well, I'm finding that myself. It appeared that there was nothing else we could do. As much as I hated the Urklings, as much as I hated the thought of disturbing my grandmother, I knew that she was the only one that might be able to give me any insight as to how I could get rid of them. Oh man, that was such a big sentence. Why did you fail? As much as I hated the thought of disturbing my grandmother, I knew that she was the only one that might be able to give me any insight as to how I could get rid of them. Yeah. I asked Colin to meet me in secret at her grave. Oh, she's dead, so we have to disturb her eternal slumber. I understand. I brought grandmother's old spirit board with me, which had every letter of the alphabet on it. Colin and I placed a small glass cup upside down in the centre of the board and waited. The idea was that her spirit would guide the cup to the letters and in doing so spell out a message to me. Can we not just read ahead? And cheat? Flip through the pages. Grandmother, I spoke aloud. I really need your help. Speak to us. That's actually my real life doorbell. Okay. That was... Oh, my Christmas hat. Never mind, we'll do without. That was my real life doorbell. I heard it go off and I thought it was in game and then I realised it wasn't. It's Christmas time, after all. Your magic is the only thing that can save these children. And I really hope that the Amazon delivery hasn't buggered our attempt to summon grandmother. We waited, but we were met with only silence. Shit. Please, grandmother, I pleaded. I don't know what to do. I would do anything to save these children, anything! Can't see them. I would do anything to save these children, anything. Flippin' heck. Just tell me what to do, please. There are so many naughty gremlins, Erklings. I begged her to answer me. Oh, could you stop every sentence? But the glass didn't move, and no answer would come from the spirit board that night. As we snuck back to the village, we were greeted with the news of 3 more deaths. I think we're safe. We're doing all right here. The widow Adams had fallen asleep guarding her 3 little ones. Oh my gosh! She always worked so hard, toiling in the fields from dawn until dusk to make sure her family was fed. Just checking every sentence now. After she lost her husband to sickness, she was the only caretaker for her children. Now they were gone too, and she was truly alone. Yeah. Thought so. As I lay in my bed crying, I felt responsible for what was happening. I hadn't paid much attention as a child when my grandmother tried to teach me the old ways. Gonna check anyway. If I had been a better student, I could have spared my people so much misery and death. Eventually, I drifted off to sleep. It was only then that my grandmother finally came... Hang on. Okay. It was only then that my grandmother finally came to me in a dream and told me what I must do if I wanted to rid the village of the Erklings once and for all. That was a long sentence. Come on, this will be the last one. But their imprisonment would come at a terrible price. Terrible indeed. Whew. Terrible indeed. Right. Can we handle one more? Chapter 6. I found myself walking through the dark forest. The damp earth under my bare feet felt cool and mossy. In the distance, I could hear drums. A bright light was shining through the trees. I continued cautiously, unsure of what to expect when I entered the clearing. As I came closer, I could see people dancing around the fire. A beautiful woman stood with her hands stretched towards the sky. I got away with just saying stretched there, didn't I? Right, so if we get multiple, we go for the whites first, then the reds, then the greens. I think that's the system we've got to use. It took me a moment before I recognised her. I got away with an extra word there, that's good. Grandmother, is that you? Right, I wonder if it can understand a silly grandmother voice. Hello, dear. I heard your call, but I could not come to you. All right, it does work. That's hilarious. Okay, let's do silly voices. I had to wait until you fell asleep to bring you here. It might make them more annoyed, though, to be fair. What is this place? I asked, looking around. This is where all of our people go when their time on Earth ends. Can I stay here with you? Grandmama? Grandmama? No, my darling, I'm afraid you can't. I could see the sorrow in her eyes as she put a sympathetic hand on my cheek. My bum cheek. In fact, if you really mean to imprison all the Earthlings, you will never be allowed to take your place here. Just remembered towards the end of that sentence, sorry. My heart sank like a stone. What do you mean? Oh, that was brave. If you wish to trap them, your immortal soul will be lost forever. Do you understand? Only two. I bit my lip as I thought of Maggie, Jacob, and the 3 Adams children. I couldn't even imagine the horror they must have felt during their final moments. Then I pictured Colin and the other children of the village. Oh, and we heard a white one crawling around. I simply couldn't bear to let the Earthlings pick them off one by one. Well, of course you couldn't. It's horrible. You don't need to write that. It's just implied. Soon we would have no children left. Oh! That was a trick. Normally that thing falling over doesn't come along with a naughty little gremlin. I couldn't let that happen, no matter the cost. Oh. Shit! My God! Worried I didn't get him in time there. Tell me what I must do. Yeah, not this time. My grandmother's expression grew dark as she described the ingredients to 2 potions. Then she explained the details of the spell I would have to perform to trap them within a cursed tome forever. I heard a second one! On the right, maybe it was the white one disappearing. It was horrible seeing him next to the book. As she spoke, I could feel my blood run cold, and a horrible chill spread through my entire body. My throat became so dry that I could hardly speak. I can't, I managed to say. No, I can't do this. Gone quiet. I stumbled backwards, feeling sick to my stomach. Oh! Oh, shit! Okay. You must! If you don't finish every step exactly as I say, the Earthlings will never stop. I fell to my knees and put my hands over my face. Oh. Please, there must be another way. What was that? I definitely heard something. So dark. I don't make the rules, my dear. I can only tell you the way things are. I sobbed pitifully, and my grandmother knelt down, putting her arms around me and holding me close. Oh, they're so quiet. They're sneaky. The right thing to do is rarely the easiest. Be strong. Good use of a semicolon there. Lovely. She whispered as I woke. Be strong. As soon as I opened my eyes, I began to question the dream. Oh. Brush your hair. Did my grandmother's spirit really visit me? Or was it just my anxious mind playing tricks on me? I want to know what that big yellow thing was. I hated that. In my heart I knew I had to cast this spell. Shit. I had to cast this spell. Steve! I had to cast this spell. I had to save them. Ah! I had to cast this spell. I had to save them. Oh, can you imagine if I hadn't got it there? That would have been awful. There it is, the Autori. There's something on the main menu called Autori, and I don't know what it is, but that's cool. That's fine. We might go and have a look at it after this. Alright, we're carrying on. I searched Hogan's Forest for the various herbs I would need to brew 2 potions. I smelled the sweet perfume of the forest air and listened to the songs of the birds and insects of the woods, knowing that it would be the last time I would ever get to enjoy them. Big long sentence. Thank God they only come at the end of sentences. Once I gathered all my ingredients, I found Colin and told him that I knew how to end the Erkling's reign of darkness, but that I would need his help. Oh, I didn't tell him what was about to happen. I couldn't find the courage. Shit. I couldn't find the courage. Not to mention, if he knew what I was about to do, he would do everything in his power to stop me. Not to mention, if he knew what I was about to do, he would do everything in his power to stop me. He was a good boy. A very good boy. And his tail was wagging furiously as I petted his head. I never had the privilege of having children of my own, but if I had, I would have wanted them to be just like Colin O'Brien. Brave, honest, and kind. Together, we walked into the deepest part of Hogan's Forest. Gee, we haven't had any red ones for a while! Well, we just had one of each there. One of each and 4 of another. The old stone ruins marked a sacred place where our ancestors used to honour the ancient woodland spirits. There's a fun little story, this. 12 large rectangular stones stood in a massive circle. I sat my pack down and opened it up. Oh my lord. Taking out this very book, I opened it to the first page and laid it in the centre of the circle. Next, I took out the 2 potions, one black and one white. I gave Colin the small bottle that held the black liquid. You will need to drink this. It will protect you. Oh. I can never see what's commas and what's full stops. It will protect you. It will protect you. Colin. That light changing up there keeps freaking me out because I keep thinking it's something else. He frowned for a moment as he inspected the murky potion, but obediently pulled the stopper out of the bottle and drank it down. Oh, that was awful. We all good, little red ones? I've not been caught in so long, I'm really chuffed. Ugh, that was awful. Wasn't it just? Oh! Oh! Got a lot closer there. I smiled. Well, I don't plan on making you drink it again. I took the white potion and drank it, trying not to think about the fact that it was sealing my fate. Something doesn't feel right. Colin started wobbling. I'm sorry, my boy, I said sincerely. Truly I am. I'm sorry, my boy, I said sincerely. Truly I am. Ah! There's noises coming from everywhere. His eyes rolled back and he fell into a deep, dreamless sleep. When he woke, he found himself bound with rope and blindfolded. The black potion, you see, had 3 functions. It was infused with herbs that would make him first and foremost irresistible to every Erkling within 100 miles. Have I been drinking this before I went to bed or something? Because seriously. Secondly, it contained the binding agent that would ensnare the creatures and keep them forever trapped in a pocket dimension that could only be opened by using this cursed book. Ah, it accepted cursed. That's excellent. How urbane. Thirdly, it incapacitated him long enough for me to finish the remaining steps of the spell. You see, while he was unconscious, I was writing this book. As I pen these final words, I can already see my skin turning white. And I'm becoming a white Erkling. Final words, here we go. My hair has mostly fallen out, and long blue hair is growing in. Shit. At first I thought Colin was getting bigger, but now I see that I am slowly shrinking. Oh, I got away with it. Brilliant. My vision is fading. Ah! Sorry. Okay. I can hear the others coming. What about these being the final words? Come on. I keep telling Colin not to be afraid, that it will all be over soon. But all I can say is... After we eat him, we will all be trapped in the book. Oh, so close. His screams will be the last thing I hear. Please forgive me, for I can never forgive myself. We did it! It's daytime! Morning has broken like the first morning. Erklings have scattered like a fan full of shit. The sun rose and William Crinkle was safe. Chris Crinkle. Should really be wearing my Father Christmas hat. He ran to the attic to lock the book up for good. There he goes with his big eyelashes. The chest was gone. So he ran to the yard and buried it. That's not going to be good enough. Looks like a deep hole, to be fair. Well done, William Crinkle. Once done, he turned and saw a page on the ground. Oh, it's blank. Can he write his own part of the story? He cautiously approached it. It was still blank. Blank. The page was empty. Suddenly the game ended. Yes! Midnight Evil, created by Nathan Sanders. Well done, everyone involved. Well, that was a fun, interesting little game. I'm sorry I didn't get caught more often and scream for you, but I was just too good. You can do it with voice acting turned on as well, apparently. So I didn't. Hello, William. We are just getting started. Colin. Ooh. Story mode achievement unlocked. What's a Tory? Let's just jump on this. Oh my gosh. Mole whacker. Alright. Let's go. Oh my god, I'm not very good at this. Oh, this is essentially what I've been playing. Come on, click that bloody mole. This is... The mouse is weird. Oh! All these moles to whack. Come on, moles, come here. I need to whack you all. Aru, 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 aru. Oh, Steve. Oh, I'm shit at this. Come on. Come on, let's kill them all. Kill those moles. There you go. 34 hits, 13 misses, score of 200. Well, that was good. Info.otl. Oh, look at this. Ralos is of the Acromodus tribe. Acromodus tribe. His tribe are the most intellectual of the known tribes, and they are believed to have telepathic powers. The Acromdus tribe are colourless due to their dwelling under the earth and nocturnal behaviour. Being blind, they use their hair to see their surroundings. You can tell their age based on the number of stripes in their hair. We're on. A mysterious stone that was dropped by Gulos. There seems to be some strange energy coming from it. This may be some kind of ancient rune. What's all this lore I've unlocked? Gulos is one of the Smaragdus tribe. His tribe are fat, slow, and the least intelligent of the known Urkling tribes. It is believed that the Smaragdus are green in colour, due to the fact that they are primarily located where there is a lot of edible vegetation. Over the years, they have been more inclined to eat vegetation and other non-meat-based foods. Very progressive of them. However, they still enjoy easy targets and prefer the taste of flesh when they aren't being busy, being lazy. Vigos is the most of the Vermildus tribe. His tribe are the most athletic, hyperactive Urkling. All Urkling have the ability to shapeshift. However, the Vermildus tribe are able to be the most effective with it. They are able to shrink to the size of a pea and enter a victim's nose, reach the stomach, only to expand to full size again. It's horrid. The words, "Hello, William, we are just getting started, Colin," appeared on this page and then vanished. Could this be some kind of magical self-writing and erasing page? Does this mean the entire book may have erased itself, only to be rewritten? Hang on. Can't do anything there. A handwritten book entitled Midnight Evil. It seems very old, and its origin is unknown. It is clear that it is emitting some strange dark energies. A mysterious stone that was dropped by Vigos. There seems to be some strange energy coming from it. This may be some kind of ancient rune. And finally, ooh, what's this? 7924680. Lots of crap. Cipher. Oh, it's a cipher. Interesting. Let me out. Well, there you go. That was Midnight Evil. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate that, and thank you again, Jacob Thomas, for gifting this nearly 4 years ago. Hope you're all having a lovely, happy Christmas time, and make sure you don't stay up too late. For tonight, midnight is evil. However, Storpy vanquished it, so you're all good. See you on the next one. Let's drop this a sec. How do I drop it? That's that button. Smash!